Yeah.
You know. And then I ask him, what's happening? You know all of these people and you're not really doing very good like financially. And it's like he doesn't even know. And I realized that the people that he's introduced me to wants to do business with me.
Not
than
him.
So now I found out that he's lost his social currency.
Yes.
So that is actually very key as well. So people can, you can be in their network and but they don't want to do anything monetary with you. Though, however, even do business with someone that you brought that you can trust, that's good social currency. So I just told him, look, we have to rebrand you because you've lost branding. So yeah, I emphasis on the people that you meet, which is important, very important.
So now I see a lot of sales in the things that you've done and you're doing. If you were to advise a founder who just started this business, about to start this business, who's the first set of people you should hire first?
For me, I've always said it, and people always try to argue with me like, I would say that look, most of the time, I have on my team very loyal. I'm big on loyalty. Even me, before I commit to something, a project, let it be that I think about it. But when I commit,
you go all out.
All out. I always prefer loyal people to smart people. However, there have to be the right mix of both
smart and loyalty.
So but 70% of people should be loyal to you. They should trust. So so during our stakeholder management meeting with all our sales partners, I noticed that they always break. They say, they form a team and they break.
Yes.
And then one day I said, look, let me solve this problem. Then I engaged all of them. And I then noticed that, first of all of them are leaders, right? All of them forming a group. So leaders, they're very smart. They know what they're doing. They know the network marketing very well and stuff. However, they are not convinced that the guy they've called to lead them can lead them. So they always doubt all of these decisions. Like, but if you're in a team, even if you're a leader, you have to be convinced. So if you're leading a project now and it's portfolio as leader, I have to convince myself consciously that now portfolio is leading this thing, and I have to listen to. We can advise, as ministers or something. Are you saying that Tinubu is smarter than some of the boys that are following him?
No.
In fact, a lot of the boys are very much more smart. But first of all, for some reason, there's a structure that is created that believes so much in his leadership ability. And you only get that kind of structure, by the influence is just much, and they follow him. I don't want to say blindly, but they believe, and they have consciously believed. Imagine people like Albert, Wigwe, and I, sitting down listening to, and I'm like, Albert is one of the smartest people.
Yes, brilliant.
But I mean, these are people that want Tinubu to be president, and they don't care, and so they have to consciously know that this is our leader, even if he's not as brilliant as us, but we'll listen to him, and we're giving him that position, and we'll follow through. And that's why when founders start companies, the first necessary people are people that believe in your project.
That's
right.
Willing
to go
all the way with you.
And then when you scale a bit, then you bring in very smart people as well that can tweak things around and make you scale fast. However, smart people want to be like you. They want to. One day the guy will sit down in his office and say, "Look, if this guy is doing, I can do it better." It's not bad. To be honest, it's not really bad to think like that. But the loyal wants to say, "I believe in this guy's project. I want to, a lot of my people that companies have tried to coach with better offer, they'll come and tell me, this company is right."
They're very loyal, very, very loyal.
And not for a way of negotiation, but just for you to know that, look, and that's it. So for founders, I think they need more loyal people than to start with.
I know that you are very busy. We'll begin to wrap this up, but there's something you said. Someone asked you once in an interview I was reading, and some of the things that have really helped you. You said the best team You said you send them to the best trainings and then stakeholders management. You are the only entrepreneur that I've interviewed and you keep emphasizing stakeholder management. You even said it again in this interview when we're talking about something else. Speaking about the best thing, I know that best training, they have attended my training. I mean, in fact, your staff told me just now, coach, I made sale because of your training.
Great.
That, I'm happy.
Yeah, when they finished, they
Yes.
came to the office, in my office, and told me that, look, that was a good one. I said,
Yes. So, how do you manage these stakeholders in your industry? Because they are hot-headed, they change like this.
So how people, not normal people,
Yes.
manage stakeholders, they put the same negotiation on the table for everybody. However, for me, I manage different temperament, different ways they should be managed. So I would not go to, so look, the start of the year, I will not call a town hall meeting and put every realtor in one place and say, oh, I want you to sell this or this.
It's like other people, yeah.
Like other people. So I'll call the leaders differently and the performance in the goal. And I'll say, look, most of the time is here. You know, this year I want you to do this number for me. Write it now. What do you want? If you do it for me, write it. It's like that's the same way I even talk to God when I'm praying. God, I want you to do this for me. If you do it for me, I will do this. You know, and I do it, and I go back saying, God, you know what I said? I've done it, but I want another thing. You know, and then so you wouldn't assume that someone might just even want a picture posted on your story, on your, you know, and not even money, your car. And then you are assuming that it's a car that is going to be inspiration to her. And the girl is just saying, look, no, that
honest, yeah.
I just want you to post my picture. I'm like, okay, post it. Don't worry, I'll post your picture. And another person says, oh, this is, I want you to do it. I want to have a direct access. We're talking, okay, this is direct access to me. Oh, I want to go to London for school. Okay, good. So everybody different ways. You know, and then because different ways is harder that way, right? Because they want different things.
Yeah.
Meaning you have to, you know, track all of those things. Make sure that, okay, at the start of the year, this is what I promised this one. So
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, everybody now wants a car, I have to buy cars.
Yeah.
So it's a bit harder. But however, you just have to manage different temperament, different way. Look, people that talk that they've negotiated, you negotiate your weight. I think that's one of the things that everybody's doing the best.
Yes.
You know, negotiate your weight.
Yes, that's what it is.
Say, go to meet this one. Okay, this. If you do this for me, I'll do this for you. Step down for me, I'll do this for you. Come, this one step down. If you do this, different. Someone told me in this camp when they were doing the palm raise that they didn't even spend a lot of money giving the delegates money. They did, but they didn't spend a lot. You can
people perceive, yeah.
People, you know, it was just negotiation with their leaders, with the delegate leaders. So it was telling leaders that, look, if you tell your people to, this is what we're going to do for you, and this is, you know, and because they know him as a man of his words, everybody they agree. So you negotiate your way to the top, and then you negotiate with people differently.
Yeah.
So some people can be spoken to on the phone. Some people, however, want to see you.
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
Some people like money very much. There's some negotiation that if there's some things that I can't say on the podcast, but that I go with cash. You know, especially when I go to, you know, cash, and then this is cash. Sign mine. And then the sign. I cannot be saying, oh, if you no.
So you must know people individually.
I'll tell you what I did one day for this, my people. When we launched it, City, it was slow in the market, you know. But so I called everybody. Most people are, especially Nigerians, are cash motivated.
Yes.
Yeah. So I put 30K USD in my bag. So I gave all of them. I gave them all 1K. Yeah. I told them that we need to sell 400 plus in 1 month. However, if they sell 350, they should take the 1K. If they sell less than that, they should return the 1K back to me. Everybody signed. And everybody signed. I'm like, okay, good, let's do it. Now, the difference is this. If I come to that meeting and say, if you sell 350 plus, I will give you 1K. Look, they don't have anything to lose, but they have something to gain.
Mm.
But if I've given you 1K and say, look, you return my money back to me, now they have something to lose.
This is
and they
powerful,
have something
man.
to
This
lose.
is powerful.
You
You're
know?
giving them results in advance.
And then I know that it will work. And it worked. They sold more than 350 plus. Because they didn't want to return my $1,000.
This is so dope, man.
So that's some of the ways to manage people, you know. Yeah, that's just one of those anyway. You know, if you just study someone and say, look, if I go with this,
I see.
you know, this route, I'll win. I'll, you know, and then that's how you get to the top.
This is powerful. This is powerful. Wow. What's the one book that you have recommended or given to people looking at?
Okay. For someone that is first of all, someone that doesn't know anything about entrepreneurship,
Yeah.
about, you know, I always say, you know, read The Richest Man in Babylon, read Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah, very good.
For people that are already doing
Stuff. Yeah.
I like Tony Robbins very well.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the best books I've ever read that taught me first things I know about money is Tony Robbins' money. It's there. I never give it to anybody.
Mm.
You know, Tony Robbins' money. I think you should mention that in your podcast. People
Yes.
should read it. It's very abstract, and it's like the Bible. But if
Yeah.
you finish it, your life will never remain the same.
Wow.
You know, and then I've read a few books about properties as well,
Mhm.
and then I have a lot of HBS.
Yes, Harvard Business School.
Review, and most importantly, I read a lot of case studies.
Mm.
Because case studies are real life
Yes, things. Yeah.
scenarios, and they make you make better decisions faster.
Very good.
You know, and
Very good.
Yeah.
So like history repeating itself.
Yeah. So something happens. I most likely would have seen the situation before.
Mm.
Let's even say crisis. So usually most companies would wait for crisis to happen and then respond.
Yeah.
When you then respond in time of crisis, it's like digging, it's like penetrating the hole even more.
Mm.
But when it's planned, so usually we plan ahead. I plan ahead with my people. I always tell them, if this thing happen, this is what you should do.
Mm.
This thing happen, this is when you should
Very,
do.
very
You
good.
say, you know, so, and then what would then make you be able to do that very well is when you read a lot of case studies. So if something happens, more or less it's all that happen. The scenario that I must have seen or read about it before, so I usually always know how to approach it.
Mhm.
You know, and then so I read case studies. So
Wow,
that's it,
fantastic.
yeah.